Welcome back to our minute-to-minute analysis of Matrix Resurrections. Last time, I don't even remember what we talked about last time. Yeah, it's been some time since the last minute-to-minute video, but today we're going to delve into the new element introduced to this film franchise, meta-critique of the Hollywood producers, and also we're going to take a tiny look at the hints Sati possibly left Neo so that he would wake up from the simulation. Welcome to Matrix Explained.
Welcome to the desert of the real.
When people talk about the meta jokes found in this movie, they tend to refer to the multiple mentions of Warner Brothers, but the scene where Neo is with the producers and developers is pretty accurate to these types of production and budget meetings. First, we see Neo taking the blue pill. Him taking his medication before going to work exemplifies how Neo has accepted his life in ignorance. The meeting with Neo begins with Gwendevera mentioning that she is excited to work on this next chapter of The Matrix, since the original was a game changer. In Matrix Resurrections, The Matrix is a video game series. In real life, however, The Matrix was a game changer, but for the film industry. This scene shows more than just Neo being confused and frustrated about not wanting to work on another Matrix installment. It is to be a representation of what Lana Wachowski experienced in the Warner Brothers offices. The creator is surrounded by people discussing what The Matrix is and how they should revive the franchise.
What made Matrix different?
It F with your head.
People want us up in their gray space, switching their synaptic. What the hell is going on here? Light on.
Obviously, the Matrix is about
Trans-politics.
Crypto-fascism.
It's a metaphor.
Of capitalist exploitation.
You're so far down the wrong rabbit hole here, people. You say Matrix to anyone. You say Matrix, this is what they see.
Mindless action is not on brand.
She's right. Matrix is mind-born. Philosophy and shiny. Type PVC.
Yeah, ideas are the new sexy.
I like my games big, loud, and dumb.
We need guns. Lots of guns.
Matrix means mayhem.
This cannot be another reboot, retread, regurgitate.
Why not? Reboot sell.
It is a shocking scene, not only for the obvious references to Warner Brothers, but it implies that The Matrix is just another product created by a system to keep the masses under control. Even Jude mentioned that he almost died playing the games.
Hey, did I tell you it took over my life? Yeah, I failed the 7th grade. Your game almost ruined me.
So you've said.
Meaning that Tom's story has become a simulation itself. So during the meetings, we see how Neo lives his day-to-day life, taking the blue pills, exercising. Tom is immersed in a VR video game world, possibly playing The Matrix, and sitting on a toilet. Thomas then reads a phrase written on the bathroom door that says, "It is much simpler to bury reality than it is to dispose of dreams." And right next to the phrase, we see an image of a couple. We believe that this was a clue that Sati left Neo to somehow remind him of his dreams. Sati left this for him because after this scene, she makes a brief appearance, and she is one of the few entities close to Neo that could leave him these hints. If we assume this message was left by Sati, then it must be something to remind Neo of Trinity. Before we move on, let's analyze the phrase about burying dreams. This refers to how it is sometimes easier to live in a lie than it is to let go of your dreams. Neo is living in a false reality in the Matrix, and it is much easier to not remember than to give up on his dreams. Trinity is the dream that Neo could never get rid of, even after his reality was changed. What confirms this idea is that there is the drawing of the two people in the rain, but look closely and you will see that the rain is made of Matrix code. And there is something else strange about the rain. We see hearts falling with the code. The art makes it look like the Matrix code was designed to make people, showered by the rainfall, fall in love. The interpretation is that these two people, Neo and Trinity, fell in love thanks to the Matrix code raining over them. This leads to the idea that the love between Trinity and Neo is a result of the Matrix. So why would Sati leave this message for Neo? It is clear that this message, along with the drawings, could lead Neo to remember Trinity and question his reality. If Sati's goal was to awaken Neo, then she's got the right idea. Of course, there is also the possibility that this message was left on purpose by the analyst to continue Neo's psychological torment. We go to the scene of Sati in a restaurant. She does look quite similar to the Oracle with her glasses, clothing, and her aura. Sati is reading Alice in Wonderland. The Matrix movies has referenced this classic piece of literature many times before. Meanwhile, the developers continue to discuss among themselves what best defines the Matrix in order to make a new and attractive product for the public. These scenes of Neo suffering in silence due to the bastardization of his creation could be another meta-critique done by Lana Wachowski, since she was suffering emotionally, grieving the deaths of her parents, while reports of Warner wanting to reboot the Matrix were circulating. Possibly part of Lana's struggle with Warner Brothers snuck into the movie. The movie cuts back and forth between the developers and Thomas's depressing life cycle. Surprisingly, Tiffany frequents places where Tom visits. One scene shows Neo having dinner, which is an obvious reference to Cypher in the first movie. Neo is eating a juicy steak, just like Cypher ate when he met with Smith inside the Matrix. Tom being depressed while eating beef is a clever way of showing us that he is inside the simulation. But unlike Cypher, he is not enjoying the pleasures of his false reality. The developers continue to discuss what the Matrix is, diverting into the concepts of bullet time and action. And perhaps this is the film's most apt critique. When Matrix Resurrections premiered, many people claimed that the action scenes were disappointing because it was the fight sequences that made the original movie into a classic. Yet after spending years studying every aspect of the Matrix movies, comics, and other content to somewhat unhealthy levels, we can confidently say that the heart of the Matrix has never been the fights and action. The heart and soul of this world is the questioning of reality, and Matrix Resurrections returns to those roots. Many critics and most of the audience did not understand that. Ironically, the game developers in the movie are the same as most of the people who criticized Matrix 4 based on the same superficial reasons. They are a parody of everyone who didn't get the message. So Neo and Trinity visited Sati's shop. Interesting, she has been there with both of them for who knows how long. Maybe it's a coincidence. Or maybe Sati is hiding something, but we'll talk about that later. Next time, Tom and Tiffany grab some coffee. For Matrix Explained, please leave a like and subscribe. And thank you for visiting the Desert of the Real.